That's right. We're back at it again, everybody. Welcome to the Retro Handhelds Podcast, your place for the latest in retro handheld and emulation news. I'm your host, of course, Stubbs, back with my co-host, Rob, the Retro Tech Daddy.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Ban from Ban Unboxed.
Hey, everyone.
And
His beautiful hands.
New and ongoing co-host, Andrew. Hello, sir. Why is it blame Stubbs? What's hashtag blame Stubbs about? What is this now? What
We blame everything on you.
That's fair. I deserve it. I have had, once again, a crazy week. We have done seven videos, mini live streams in 7 days, and this is the 8th day of content without stop, because we don't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Rob, Andrew, Bam, thank you guys for stepping up this week and just like joining me in all these live streams and crazy things going on. There's been so many releases. Of course, the RG Slide came out, so we had to do that. The Powkitty V90S needed to do that. That thing that we call the 35XX Pro, I guess that's a thing that's also occurred. And it's just going to get crazier and crazier because there are more releases, and tonight is going to be an absolutely stacked episode. There is so much news to share, okay? There is so many things that we need to unbox. I've not one, but I have two 8BitDo controllers, Ultimate 2s we need to unbox.
Look at that yellow.
I got the green Ultimate 2, and then
this
is the Bluetooth variant, so this one is for Switch, and I guess
so it
Windows.
should work for Switch 2 then as well.
It should work for Switch 2.
Okay.
And then we got the Android and Windows variant, so we'll take a look at those. Aknes apparently also is making these Switch cases, so we'll take a look at that. Now the embargo is up. Razer has now officially released their new Kishi V3 Pro, their latest. They actually have 3 variants.
Yeah, I was going to say they have 3 of them, yep.
Yeah, there's the V3 Pro, there's the V3 for your phone, this one's for smaller tablets, and there's also the V3 XL that came out today that's for your, like, big tablets. So the Kishi line is back. Yeah, I know.
I'm tempted to get the big boy.
Well, let's see if this is good. I have not opened this, I haven't touched it. We'll see if it's good. Also, I now have the Abxylute S9 variant of that crazy, crazy wide add-on by RRtronics for your tablet needs and what have you. So we'll look at that. That's not all. You thought that because there were tariffs that we're not going to do eWaste on this show ever again? Wrong. I was just joshing. Of course, we got some eWaste. So there is. We have to unbox whatever this craziness is that showed up today.
Comes in a fancy RH bubble mailer or
That's
just
right.
a mailer. Yeah.
That's right. You know what? They knew that it couldn't be hampered or dampened in our lives. They knew we needed the e-waste, and so they just said, "Oh, it's for RH. Yeah, put it in the mailer." No, this actually is for Ban got this, and then he said, "Oh, you got to put this on the show." And I said, "Send that to me immediately." That is yes. So we're gonna get into whatever this is.
Can you show that S9 again? We just want to take a look at it. Just
the old sub sandwich.
Yeah. Why is that wrapped like a deli sandwich?
He's putting it in his mouth.
Ricardo from RRtronics said basically it's to give you the idea of maybe it's a Subway sandwich, but actually
is that a foot long?
It is a foot long, yeah, but it's actually not. It's not a sandwich, Rob. It's not a sandwich. Okay, it's not a
I was
sandwich.
just wanted to clarify because Michael Benny was confused. He thought that was an old sub that you got from your.
Well,
fridge.
my kids did too because they were trying to get condiments and they were getting meats and different deli meats from the fridge and they were trying to go to town and I was like, no, it's not a sandwich. It's a controller.
Set that Italian urban cheese.
Yeah. And the kids, they're nuts for sandwiches, right? Like that's their whole thing. They crave the mines and they crave sandwiches. So keep these away from your. Don't wrap things in Saran wrap. That leads to problems. Before we get started, how you guys doing? What's new? Ban, what are you doing? Put you on the stage. What's happening, man? You and I did our V90 stream yesterday.
Yeah,
that was a fun one.
It was kind of interesting. No, I'm not doing a whole lot. I did get my Wi-Fi dongle for the V90S.
Been dongling, huh?
It's always dongling. What else is new?
Yeah.
Does that let you do Plum OS now? Are you Plum OSing?
It lets me do the transfers wirelessly now. I am still running into an issue with Portmaster where it's not actually letting me download anything, but everything else is currently working fine. Other than that, I haven't been doing a whole lot.
Did you try that? So there's apparently in Plum OS, there's this feature that will sort of give you sleep mode if you close the lid. I know in our live stream, part of my big thing was like, hey, I don't like this because when you close the lid, it doesn't go to sleep. So Plum OS has a timeout feature. It times out after 1 minute and then puts it to sleep. It's not true lid closing, magnetic closing, but at least it goes to sleep. And there is a hardware mod apparently by the community, a dude on Twitter who showed off, hey, you can mod this to go to sleep truly. So
yeah, and it works just fine as well once you get it into Plum. But man, that's right. But yeah, it's literally just a timer essentially. If you don't touch it for a minute, it turns off or goes into sleep.
That's fair. Okay, so that's really good to know. And you liking it in general though?
Oh yeah, I'm still liking it in general. It's still between this and the 35XX SP.
Oh, well, all right. What are we doing here? What's producer Sony? Just want to shout out you. Thank you for being producer Sony. Yeah, that was our stream from yesterday. Check it out. The budget clam is back, and it does need help. It's not there yet, everybody. I'm so excited that it's a thing. It's just not quite there yet, and it's tough with the competition stacked by Anbernic, and even Miu is trying, so we'll see. But the price is right, around $50. Sure. All right. Very good. Okay. Looking over at Mr. Andrew. What are you doing, man? Since last week. I haven't seen you a lot this week. What's happening?
Just
playing games?
Dream, man.
No.
Kinda.
Hey, my man's got that NES in the background. I got the same set.
We got ASMR Andrew here. Let's hold on. Let's do that.
What?
Hey,
Is that our favorite mascot Gex in the background by any chance?
You got Gex back there, man? I love your
I should say Van's favorite mascot, actually.
I love the subtle touches you bring to the show every week. This is so
This ASMR voice.
Am I too soft?
It's a little quiet. That's all right. I can get down with this. You playing any games? No time.
I beat Game of the Week yesterday.
Hell yeah! What was that?
Like a 2-hour game.
Oh,
Prehistoric
nice.
Isle.
It's from the people who made Jetpack Joyride. Yeah.
No way.
I
Pull
beat
it
it
up.
on the.
Oh yeah.
Let's full screen
It's
Rob.
Age of Zombies. I'm actually almost done with it. Yeah.
Age of Zombies.
Yeah, it's fun. What's cool is because I'm emulating it, I mapped the I guess directional controls to the right analog stick, so it's like a twin stick shooter now.
Ooh,
That's pretty
nice.
awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
It's good stuff. Yeah, it's fun. It's one of their really early games.
Is it nice on
first
the
time I beat it on, or first time I beat a game with this
on the Ayaneo Pocket DMG,
the DMG,
of all things? That's nice. What system was that for? Sorry.
PSP.
PSP. Okay.
Vita. Yeah.
Vita, PSP. There's a PS3 version as well. It was a mini basically. It was a PSP mini, and then it's on Android and iOS as well.
Yeah, people talking about Jetpack Joyride in the comment section here.
Same developer. Yep, same developer.
Yep.
Great game.
Shout out to a real one, Jetpack Joyride. Those PSP minis also, I want to say, are pretty fun. Some of them like Carnivores. You ever play Carnivores? Oh, there's some great minis.
There is actually some really good minis out there. Yeah, I feel like it's an overlooked part of the PlayStation Portable lineup, and that's why I was really excited when I saw Age of Zombies as Game of the Week. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely in for that. That's fun.
Yeah, I saw Half-Brick, and I'm
love seeing the love.
I was like, Half-Brick sounds familiar, and then like when I went to go look it up,
Yeah.
it was Jetpack Joyride.
And Dead Fred says, who wants some evening donuts? I think that goes great with PSP minis. Little mini donuts. That's what I want. Also, we should do a welfare check on Fred. Is he okay? Why are we doing donuts at 6 p.m.? Isn't that like a morning thing? I don't know.
I feel like you could have donuts at any time of the day.
Okay, you can have donuts any time of the day.
Isn't it later for him?
Don't gatekeep donuts, Stubbs.
I won't, dude. I will not pastry shame right now. I'm so sorry. I am a jerk. Let's move on. Ban, I already talked to you. No, I don't want to. No, where's Rob? Where's he at? Let's pull him over. This chat window's in the way.
Hashtag where's Rob?
There he is.
Well, I guess
sorry.
we have a little bit of an idea of what I've been doing, which is messing around with this tablet, which I'm gonna have a video on this week. I can't say much more beyond that, but I've been playing also Age of Zombies, which is awesome.
Compared with your Easy SMX there?
I like this guy. The Mimo S3. So this is the tablet edition, which gets hilarious when it's not. Here, let's take a look at it. Yeah, it's kind of wide. But, it's great for those kind of small form tablets. I actually really like this one. It has these very like soft clickiness to them. It's really nice. It's good stuff. Yeah. I know we've covered it here before on the podcast as well, but good stuff for the price,
It's been a while though. Like
I apparently have made a grand error, Rob. It's I guess donut day today. So there's just free donuts.
Oh, I should have gone to Krispy Kreme then.
Yeah. So we have a place here in Arizona. It's called Bosa Donuts. They make some of the best freaking donuts. I mean, man, they're good.
Warm Krispy Kreme at 2 a.m. is heaven. That's right, Michael. Oh man, I'm trying to lay off the sugar though. I'm really trying. I am really putting in an effort, dude. I got a tuna melt today without cheese. Can you believe that?
Is it really a tuna melt then?
It's just tuna.
Cheese is good for you. It's okay. You can have your cheese.
The doctor says less cheese. He says lay off the cheese a little bit.
I'm the real doctor. I'm the retro tech
You're
dad.
my
I'm a retro tech doctor. I'm everything basically.
The retro tech doctor.
Just listen to me. I got you. I'll write you a script. I'll write you a script for some more cheese.
Okay, but which cheese?
Valid. Yeah. Which cheese? So I like Munster. I'm a Munster guy. Munster's good stuff. What's your favorite cheese, Stubbs?
Dude, don't make me pick. I mean, smoked Gouda can be good, but it can be kind of bland on some days of the week. Go ahead and give me like a really good smoked cheddar, really deeply smoked cheddar.
Cheddar's good, yeah. I like the kind of like very sharp cheddar. It's really good.
The sharpest smoked cheddar. Sharper the better.
How about you, Ben?
Believe it or not, I'm heavy into like Swiss.
I thought you were gonna say you churn your own. You kind of make you churn your butter. You make your own cheese.
This is where I'm done here.
You got him.
First, stay off the weed. Now, stay off the cheese. I don't think. That's good. One of those two things applies to me. Okay.
I mean, we were busy last week. Stubbs worked me hard last week. We were on almost every day. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Thanks for extending your abilities this week and just pushing to the max.
Good times though. It's fun.
Now, once again, we're at a week where I think I've been on camera more than I have not. My kids watch me now just through YouTube to
this
connect.
Is how you
now. This is how.
Go to
Elliot,
sleep now.
Get to bed. Make sure you brush your teeth. Get enough nutrients. Don't forget to take your multivitamin, your Flintstone vitamin.
Make sure you have your donuts.
No donuts. No donuts after 6. You know that.
He's not a gremlin.
No screen time after 7. That's the rule because the brain is too stimulated by the electronics, and you need time to wind down the brain. It's good for us adults too, honestly, to remember. However, I break that rule every day, and I'm definitely on a screen till well past, I don't know, midnight. So we'll get there. Okay, well, that's what we've been doing, at least for me. What have I been playing? I don't know. I've just been live streaming. You've all seen what I've been doing all week, I suppose. That's what I've been doing. I've been on this camera. It's been good, though. Okay, moving on. So, news of the week. Listen, to preface this news, there was a rumor that happened today about the ZPG. There's a dual screen thing that supposedly they're doing, right? However, we're going to show you some evidence that maybe points to it being not right. So let's pull that up. Okay, so ZPG's Unicorn A2DS is a sliding dual screen Nintendo DS. It looks really cool. You have your classic, 3DS style smaller screen, big screen up top. Your joysticks almost looks like an RG Slide in a way, and it slides right up versus being a traditional clamshell, which is nuts. However, we go down, we look at the specs. We're seeing early rumor of it being potentially a 8400. And where did this rumor come from? Come from the channel Nitrix, right? Which you have to take with a grain of salt. Of course, we did report on it, saying like, well, this looks pretty cool. We don't know what's going on with it. But then the Fox over on Twitter was quick to point out later today that, hey, for anybody who's been around for a while, you might not know this. You know, this is the PGS from long ago. It was vaporware. And as far as I know, there was one unit I did see, likely the same one that's being flashed around now. So it's just an old thing from years back. And he did link an article to it. And he said, this is definitely what this is. So is ZPG taking that design and actually going to continue this? Or are we just literally seeing an old thing being shown off on social media for clicks or for views or something? I don't know.
I think it's just an old thing resurfacing. I think.
I like that, Andy's consider us duped. Yeah, they got us good. I mean, it looks freaking awesome. I remember waking up today, I'm like, what is that? Yeah, we got to talk about that on the show. I messaged Aish, I'm like, dude, can we get that on the thumbnail? That looks awesome. And then like right after he delivers it to me and we update the thumbnail, update the show, and like first topic, it's like, wah. Oh, okay. Well,
it'd be cool if they made a comeback, but it sounds like
this
company was already kind of sketchy from a while back.
Well, with the Xperia Play patent expiring, this could be a thing. Like, this could be something that happens. And apparently there is a working unit. So, yeah, it's real, apparently. It's just, can we buy it any time ever? Would you want to with how old it is? Probably not. So
that looks like a Samsung Galaxy with a like jelly phone in the bottom screen.
And why is it like coming apart at the bottom too? Like it's
too much power.
Has like a spicy pillow battery or something.
Oh,
I mean, it has Windows 10 on it. It looks like. So I mean,
it was supposed to dual boot Windows and Android.
Yeah,
originally.
Interesting. Dual boot Android and Windows. That would be crazy.
The original like PGS campaign was like a genuinely just wild ride.
Right.
And if you haven't seen anything on it, there's some old videos by a channel called Stop, Drop, and Retro that covered basically the insanity of what this was. If it, the original PGS device. So if they somehow bring this form factor back, that'd be ridiculous, but yeah, I don't see that.
Yeah. So, okay. We're just going to move right on. This never happened. It never happened. Pretend I'm Will Smith with my thing. Forget about it. Transition us.
Men in Black.
Andrew was lost on that one for a second.
You ever seen that show, Men in Black, that movie? That was good. They had a pug. So cute. All right, so what else is going on? That's right. The RG Slide, some of us on the RH team, some of us are now receiving our units. I'm guessing they're the same engineering samples that this one is, So, update. I have been using this every day, though, before bed at least, since we did our live stream. And, I don't have too many changed thoughts or opinions, honestly. It's still, I like it. I love the slide mechanism more than anything. I had a buddy come over today to the house because I'm getting back into some of my live music. And so me and him are going to book a show together at a record store around town. And he's like, what the hell is that room? And he peers into my studio here. He's like, what is all that? I'm like, oh, man, dude, you don't want none of this shit, Dewey Cox. That's one. And he's like, what is this? He picks up the RG Slide and he's like, whoa. And I showed him Horizon Chase and he was like, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen. It's like $800. What is that? I'm like, oh man, let me tell you about retro handhelds for a minute. And I did preach and I did do, my due diligence and of telling him, just be careful. You go down this rabbit hole, it could be very expensive. You could be getting a lot of e-waste, confusing. It can be exciting. It can be concerning. So, all right. So I'm probably going to send him home with one next time we get together to jam. But the one thing that I have to say is that there's been things all over the place about embargoes, then not embargoes, then something else is embargoed, and then now it's not an embargo. What we can say today is the specs are all out on display now, and also pricing. The pricing is out there. This is still technically a rumor, and it's not even.
I was going to say it's not officially confirmed.
It hasn't been officially announced, but everybody is pointing towards this. What is it? $189.99 USD after the 72-hour discount. The discount period I think is $179. And everyone seems to come up with that exact same number. And I don't know where that came from, to be honest. The pricing is not in the embargo paperwork.
No.
So, but that...
I can tell you where it came from, but I don't trust it.
Well, where'd it come from?
Your favorite other publication.
Publication. I mean, I follow like Notebook Check, Dodo, maybe?
Yep.
Okay, so Dodo... So I wonder if he talked to somebody there and got it out of him.
It's, I mean, like I know they have to engineer the sliding mechanism. I get that will add a cost to it, but I'm like, this is the 556. It wasn't 215, 205, whatever price they're talking about after the discount. I'm like, that seems excessive for the TA20 to me, you know.
We'll see. Yeah, and we'll see. It seems right in the ballpark, and it's kind of what I was guessing around the price would be. It just seems to make sense. Also, I can tell you that the official launch date for the Slide is June 20th. Yes. That's all out there, all over social media. And that also correlates with the end of the patent time for the Xperia Play. So right when that patent expires, Anbernic officially is launching this. Okay, so 3 a.m., June 20th, probably about $180. Stay tuned. It's been a divisive device. I mean, the Fox and Dweeb love it. Russ and me and Rob are kind of like, well, we're mixed.
I am mixed on it, yeah.
We're a little mixed on it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. So...
I've been using it every single day. I've been using it every single day since I got it. I'm you know, just thinking about all the things, you know, the ergonomics, the weight. I mean, who's this for? Who wants this? Like all those things, you know. Like, so kind of go back and forth on it all the time. I'm like, okay, you know.
Yeah. So it might be cheaper. And again, maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're all wrong with the pricing here.
I hope. I mean,
maybe it is too high.
I still want to see that under 180 because that's what I said on the live stream last week.
Right.
And I'm like, I still would like to see them get under that $180 price point. I just think
if we could do $169.99, I think that's the right price.
Nice.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like part of the reason why they went with the TA20 was to keep that cost down, because I think they knew that if they went with the Dimensity, it just would have driven the price up and no one would have bought it. So
Lorenzo in chat asks, you know, what's the chance it launches on AliExpress? Absolutely, it'll be on AliExpress. So Anbernic always launches direct on their website day one, and they usually launch on AliExpress a few hours earlier. Although with the last launch, they did launch only like an hour earlier, but always it shows up on AliExpress the earliest. So I would check there. We'll have the links in all of our videos and articles and descriptions. Like, you know, you'll see our affiliate links there. But it will also come to Amazon. It will be upcharged. There will be summer sales. We'll have all the codes for you on our weekly deals. So check that out. And Russ, you know, went through it all with his longer form video here. And yeah, he's just kind of mixed. He wasn't loving it. The Fox is like, this is the greatest thing. Like, let's keep iterating on this. This is freaking awesome. And Dweeb was pretty hyped too. So
here's a question though.
Yeah.
What do you think the odds are this one comes to Best Buy? The rest of the like T820s are there.
I feel like this one has a chance. I feel like this one we might see in Best Buy. I'm pretty sure.
Like in the store.
Okay, not in the
not in the store, you know, on the website.
I know. Wouldn't that be a day, man? Wouldn't that
honestly,
be a day?
though, out of the like T820s, I could see this one in store the most.
Yeah.
But it won't
Andrew's
happen.
like, no.
Can you imagine
shaking his head at us?
This honking beast next to like the phones of today?
Oh. Well, I mean, Rob, where's your phone? Like, put them next to each other, like.
And Dead Fred in chat here says,
I need to say more?
Oh man,
Three times the thickness.
Oh god, Dead Fred says that they are on eBay too. So just realize that. Yeah, I always
look
forget.
at Andrew's phone.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Oh, hey, I know what that is.
I mean,
yeah, the big G on the back probably gives it away. Good job, Ben.
I know how to read.
We got a Sherlock Holmes over here.
All
A
right.
real
Quick
natural
witted.
Nancy Drew.
Yeah. Not even.
Hey.
Oh man,
Hey, those were good books, though.
you didn't read them.
Yes, I did. I went to my library.
Yeah. All right. Very good. More to come. If you're excited about the RG Slide, let us know in the comments below. I really hope that nobody like interrupts me mid-sentence when we're trying to like go to the next topic. All right, we're back at it with the Ayaneo Flip 1S DS. They are doing their thing. So here's the next true dual screen handheld. We were just talking the other day, like there's no other completely dual screen devices available. And yes, there is. There's not just the Retroid add-on. This is Ayaneo's follow-up to their original Flip. And this looks like it has a bigger bottom screen now, which is really nice to see.
So it's using that 3.2, the screen from the Ace and the KTR one. It's that's the screen they're using on the bottom one. Which
really?
It looks much better than their first attempt at it, like where they had the really tiny screen.
And I think that with the golden aspect ratio, and I think that's a beautiful, vibrant screen, but it's a little odd to me that they're using an OLED for the top screen and IPS for the bottom. That's the only thing. It's mismatched.
Pulling a Nintendo there with the mixture of the IPS and the TN panels from back in the 3DS days.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's
battery life is why it makes sense.
Okay, battery life. Battery life will be better to have it like that. Of course, I'm happy that they're doing an OLED top screen. I think that's awesome. And if you think of it like a 3DS, exactly, we did have two different screen types that you would see in those. And probably, for the most part, you're not going to be too bothered by this. It's really cool to see. This will be expensive. It is an Ayaneo. It's a...
There's no way this is going to be under $1,000.
HX370.
HX370.
And that's the only chip they're offering. Yep.
One chip. It looks like, there's one screen set up. Like, they might actually have a reasonable number of SKUs.
The price is
they're doing the opposite of the Ayaneo 3.
They figured it out. Figured out less SKUs, the better.
They announced the KB variant this morning.
Oh, really?
So they're still committed to that.
There was a picture of the retro power colorway with the keyboard.
Yeah, this is going to be expensive.
I'm gonna have to take a mortgage out on my house to get that retro power one. Let's.
Rob, you don't need it, Rob.
I'm not buying it. I'm just saying.
Anyway.
I'm just saying. Apparently, that's the thing you can do. So I might try to see how much I can get for my house.
I'm going to take a mortgage out on Rob's house.
We could talk about other things, but maybe, we could also talk about Rob's beauty pageant entry. So Rob, did you win? Did you win the beauty pageant?
I did. I won 6 awards. Yes. I won a lot.
You won a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah.
That's the cue, Sonny.
I shared that picture with you guys. I was being escorted out by my daughter.
Speaking of the HX370, the OneXPlayer X1 Mini and the AOKZOE A1X both are getting the HX370. Next.
Speaking of pricey boys,
those will be expensive. That's all I have to say about that. They both look cool. I mean, they look nice. They look neat. The X1 Mini especially. I like the X1. I had an X1 with the Claws chipset in it. That Intel chip. I can't remember the name right now.
The Ultra 185H.
Yeah, that's right. And the A1X from AOKZOE. I mean, they have really comfy ergonomics, so that's nice to see. These will be expensive. We'll see.
I feel like their market just keeps dwindling, honestly. I just don't know how many people are committing to these Chinese x86 handhelds, It's just... And no knock on them. It's just that, I mean, if you're based outside of China, you're looking at warranty and support and things like that. You're just going to get it better product with, Asus and MSI and all that stuff. So,
yeah.
Topic transition stuff.
You guys want to see something absolutely insane? The MangMi, there's this new brand, MangMi, MangMi. They're making something called an Air X, and actually it's an Android handheld, and the thing looks bonkers. It showed up on a Chinese website. I don't know much about it. Ban actually, I believe, informed us this morning. And it's just like we're stacking the news. So yeah, sorry, we're moving fast today, everybody, because we have a lot to cover.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Oh.
Yes.
We're not going to linger too much.
Yeah, it was kind of an interesting thing that I saw pop up in the Retro Handhelds upcoming devices chat. It looks a lot like an Ayaneo handheld because
you know what else reminds me of? That at least that color combination, the Orange Pi Neo that we never got.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, it does.
Speak its name.
The Orange Pi had the stick on the top on the left, though. These look like they're using like Retroid AYN sticks.
Yeah.
In the description for it, there were a lot of people saying that it's going to have a Snapdragon 662.
Yes.
Wow.
So, I don't know where this came from, why they're choosing that chip, or what's going on. I don't know what this video is. But it at least looks interesting, and I'm all for more competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does look like an Ayaneo handheld,
especially from the back like
I
that.
love the look of this.
The smoothness and the curves, yeah.
I adore the look. The ergonomics look pretty on point. I like the face buttons. The D-pad looks like your mushy style, which is I'm a fan of. Having those joysticks both be on bottom, meaning it's going to be good for that PlayStation layout. And the triggers honestly look pretty reasonable. I can't tell. It looks like they are stacked, right? And it looks like you might have an analog.
It looks like it's an analog, yeah.
For the triggers.
Yeah.
You have a nice big air intake on the back. So we do have active cooling. And yeah, I'm excited to see what this is. Now, I'm going to wait to purchase it until it hits something like AliExpress, or at least somewhere where I don't need to import it and pay a bunch of fees. So more to come. This is brand new. We don't know what this is yet, but it's up on Bilibili if you want to see. We have it linked in our description in our news. So take a look at that.
I love that
producer
one.
Sony.
That one gets me every time.
I told him I was like, just move us through today. Like, just if I were lingering, just push us on. And I'm like, okay, okay. What are we talking about? We're talking about Xbox handheld is paused. So Microsoft was making an Xbox handheld, and now they're actually going to be pausing that and putting more eggs in the basket of the Asus collaboration.
Yes.
So you thought you were not going to see much of the big handle boy? Well, be prepared. Andrew, what are your thoughts?
That's what they need to do.
Yeah,
they need to fix
Go
Windows
all
on
in.
handheld. They need to fix Windows on handhelds first. And from that live stream when they announced the, I don't know what the name of it is, that thing on screen.
The Ally Xbox
ROG.
Ally X.
Yeah. The software
Asus
looks good.
Yeah. You can boot it up and just start playing your games from what I can see. You're not messing with Windows.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm
and
really
they've
curious to see
tied
how
in
the
the
Xbox mode
launchers.
performs.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know we
Dope.
talked about this quite a bit last week.
Yeah. Yeah, we've covered this, but it's good to know, Xbox is
Yeah.
definitely pausing, and that's a smart business move, and it means that they are hype on their relationship with Asus, and they see a lot of potential there. And Asus as well. So I know that at least our rep was talking about it. They're pretty stoked on this, and I think it's going to be a cool collab. So more to come. This is a huge one. Definitely not one you probably want to bring around town. This is something you sit on the couch or in bed or whatever around the house. Beanbag chair. Remember beanbag chairs? Just sit back and enjoy your life. Play some Claire Obscure.
How are you doing?
Do you guys like ban?
No.
Because Nintendo does, because they've been banning people who have a Mig card that's been updated now for Nintendo Switch 2. That one thing, it's cool that it works for Switch 2, but for the other, be careful because you will get banned.
They had it coming.
Make sure you buy like an extra Switch 2 if you have to, and take it offline, and that's your,
This is
your
look,
Mig.
if you're gonna mess around with this stuff, that's fine, but don't go online. Haven't we figured this out years ago already? Just keep
No.
it offline. Yeah, it's just they had it coming.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm surprised people didn't realize Nintendo was gonna do what they said they were gonna do. They said they would ban your account if they could.
Yeah, and
So I
Jordan
think
brings. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Well, I was saying
Go ahead.
Jordan points out who has two Switch 2s. It's some people do. I've heard of it happening. I did briefly, but then I
Yes,
mailed
our,
them to Zoo.
our offline guest episode that we have coming up.
Too loud
that-
tech.
Yes.
He has, I think, 3. He
I
said?
believe Clef also has 2.
Why?
Because no, they want. I think multiple in the house, like one to be docked and one to be take around, or one. I don't know. I don't know why people do
For
the
that
things that
for
they
naughty
do.
time. Naughty time.
I know
Okay.
that Team Retrog, our buddy Team Retrog, he bought a second dock anyways, so he could have multiple dockings
Yeah.
areas in his house. But I think it's more fair to have one Switch 2, multiple docking stations if you need.
Multiple docking.
If you got to have 2 setups on 2 TVs, you can just take it between, because if then you got to buy 2 copies of the games, multiple accounts. Like, come on.
Come on.
I just bought another copy of Mario Kart 8. Like, we're just now getting, my family's now getting into Switch 1 games and in multiplayer and stuff. So we do
Damn,
have 3
Stubbs.
Switch 1s. I will say that.
You
So.
had like 11 years to get into Mario Kart 8.
It happens. It got to happen sometime. It's because my kids are getting into Nintendo games now. They're playing these
That's fair.
games. And so I'm like, kids, we could play these together. Like, what? Like, yeah, you're all sitting on your Switches, playing your single player Mario Kart. You could chain them together. We just need to buy another copy of the game. And it blew their mind. And they had no idea. So there you go. Don't use a Mig Card on your Switch. And Andrew, what were you going to say?
It's gone.
I have that happen often. That's why if I interrupt you, it's not, whatever I'm about to say is not important.
Topic transition stuff.
Well, MelonDS brings dual screen support. That's right. If you wanted dual screen support for your brand new Ayaneo Flip device or your new Retroid Flip device, MelonDS is a cool option. They're a tried and true emulator. They're kind of picking up the slack from
It's
Drastic.
This is a fork of melon.
Oh, it's a fork of melon.
Yeah.
So melon fork. Let me write that. I gotta update the description. Well, melon's been forked, and it's hard to scoop a melon with a spoon. Anyways, you got to use a fork.
No?
What?
No.
It's hard. The little
That's
ball of melon, it'll roll around the table. You ever tried to scoop a melon ball on a plate with a spoon?
What's
Have you
happening?
ever held the melon with one hand and scooped with the other?
It's because of his thumb.
No,
you
that's true.
can't.
He's got me there.
I got
me
a solution for his thumb.
What?
Should look. I'm working on it. It's okay.
Oh,
I'll make
good.
it all better for you, Stubbs.
Thank you.
Stop. Stop the
I eat-
teasers.
Listen, I eat melon and cantaloupe with a fork. I'm sorry. It's something I've done since childhood. I don't know how to unlearn that. I know that it makes more sense if you're going to hold the cantaloupe open in your hand to use a spoon. But if you have little balls of cantaloupe that have been pre-spooned on your plate, you can't use a spoon.
Who's pre-spooning it?
The spooner.
Yeah, true.
At that point, if it's on your plate, you use a fork, and
Sonny,
then
do
you
it.
can put it in your mouth. So then you can put it definitely wherever you're going to put it. And next on our list today, sorry about the interruptions, everybody. We do have a lot to get through today, but you know what? I'm here for it. Gyro controls, it's not pronounced Euro, it is gyro controls on Android is here now. There's a dude, this guy named Nicholas on Emulation on Android subreddit. He used ChatGPT and he told it to
insane.
program gyro support for his AYN portal. And it's called Gyro Buddy. You can reach out to him if you want an invite to start beta testing. He will put you to work, by the way. I signed up, and we've been talking throughout the week now. And he's like, all right, would you try it on this device? All right, let me know how it goes. I tried it on my phone, my S25 Ultra, and it was crashing. He's like, great, thanks for the crash report. We'll try it again now. So I got to try it again. Maybe tonight. I actually have it loaded on. We could take a look later. But with that
He's in
teaching.
chat, Stubbs.
Oh, what's
oh
up,
my
man?
gosh.
What's up, Gyro Buddy? What's up,
That's
Nicholas?
timing.
Yeah, it's genius, dude. So you went on ChatGPT. You said, hey, like, how do you do this? You just say, program me this thing, and then it just goes out and does it. You probably have to set up a pretty complicated prompt, right? I don't know. You devs always, you do wizardry work.
The most I do with ChatGPT is just to put Stubbs in funny situations.
All you use GPT for is memes.
Yeah, you like to take it and put funny hats on us, and then just share it internally, sometimes externally. But you know,
a lot has been shared on Discord.
A lot has been shared on Discord. Join the RH Discord, rh-go.link/.
You'll get to see the Stubbs Doom poster I made.
Yeah, join the Patreon. That's right. Support the show. $3? Come on. We got to start doing mid-show advertisements for our things like that. And all the podcasts do that, and I'm bad about it. But basically, shill. Money. Support us. Buy some shirts. Oh, look at this. There's a new shirt animation that Sony made. Look at that.
Oh, you got
Zoo?
you got Z reviews in there. Yeah.
Oh, we got Rob's Oh No shirt.
Yep.
We got zoo reviews, and we got all the things. Vexorian brings up a good point. We'll talk about that in a second. But look at all these hats. These things. I need to order these things. And it supports the show. Vexorian says, here, I knew this was coming. Weird AI propaganda. Yep, it's true. AI is here to destroy us all, piece by piece. Until that happens, though, it is nice to have gyro controls. And no one's programmed this yet on their own, because I haven't heard of this happening before. So, okay, for now, all right, we're not dead yet.
Ban.
Cool. So APS3E is a PlayStation 3 emulator. It goes open source now, and it's available on the Play Store officially. It's so cool to see PS3 emulation that you can just load up on your Odin 2 and the APS, I'm not going to pronounce this right, APS3E team. They've been quietly working and making it better, and seeing it on the Play Store is a huge milestone. So congrats to that team. Yeah, devs are magical people to me.
I haven't tried this one out yet. I've been definitely messing around a lot with RPCSX, but I definitely want to check APS3E. Man, that's a lot of letters.
Yeah,
It's
we're upsetting.
5.
We're upsetting people in chat. I don't know what exactly, but
I might have an inclination as to what is upsetting everyone.
what's upsetting? What have we done now? We're trying our best
I
here.
mostly blame it on Ban, but sure.
Ban, what'd you do?
What did I do? That's what I want to know.
Smoney went ahead and super chatted us. Smoney, thank you so much.
We also
man.
have a new member as well.
I gotta call that out too. Smoney, thanks for all the hard work and entertainment this week. He says, here's a hot dog Costco combo for each of you on me. Not literally.
So
We
someone
both
did the
at
math.
Costco.
If you got the Costco hot dog combo for all 3 of your meals every day for a whole year, it would only cost $2,000 to feed yourself. So just hard times, that you can still eat out.
That
Hard
just
times-
means you have to eat during Costco hours.
Yeah.
Hard times makes hard people.
Ariel.
Stubbs.
Strong. No, I don't mean, dudes. I don't. Come on now. You know me.
No.
I gotta highlight.
Yeah, we
this
do
new-
know you. That's why we're calling you out on it.
No, I don't mean it like I'm just. Ariel Carrillo Buzo, thank you so much for being a new member. That is freaking awesome. And all of our current members, longtime members, new members. Thank you. Okay, next topic. Steam Beta now supports Apple Silicon natively. This is so cool to see. So Steam officially supports Macs on the Mac chip.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
if you have a Mac, it's
No
Steam.
more translation.
No
Yeah.
more translation.
And I think this is like right at the end of when Apple said that they'd be letting you use Rosetta before they wanted people to like.
It's it's like one. I think it's one more year. Rosetta 2 is going to stick around, and then with next year iOS or Mac OS 27, they're gonna. That's it.
So if you're not off of Rosetta, you're out, basically.
You're done. That's it.
Yeah,
No more.
Your app won't work.
So
Yeah.
Steam basically said, let's not land in that camp.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm honestly
don't know what
surprised it
took them
took
so
this.
long.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised it took this long for this to happen.
Because it's been 5 years since M Series was announced at Dub, and I think it's 2020. So Valve, get it together.
But also, thanks for bringing this to Mac.
Yeah. Hey, you know
Cool.
what? This is
So-
the first time that it's fully on ARM.
Yeah. So you've been armed. Thanks.
Oh,
Hopefully a sign of things to come.
For sure. For sure.
hopefully.
All right.
Uh,
We're going to need the music for this segment because you know what it's going to be. You know what this is. It is time for...
Oh, no.
goodbye. Oh, no.
See ya, Andrew.
I'm kind of
What do you want to do first?
worried about what he has for us.
Let's talk controllers.
All right. We said we'd unbox the Green Boy. This is the one that we recently gave away. Congrats again to our winner. And this one is going to be the Ultimate 2. This is the Android and Windows version. So it has a 2.4 gig adapter, charging dock, controller. Let's see what's inside. You believe it or not, this is the very first time I will have ever touched a Ultimate 2 controller. We've been talking about it on the show for a long time, and I've not ever used one. Remind me one of these weeks to actually go get my box cutter so I stop using this old rusty pair of scissors.
No, I want to see... I want you to keep using the scissors.
I'm not up to date on my tetanus shots for one thing, dude.
Well, this is the excuse to do it.
It's your revenge on me for holding you in the attic. Okay. Having a
Oh,
nice
that
squeak.
is...
Look at this
that
green.
is
Look at
a
this
color.
line. Oh, look at this green. This reminds me of that like lemongrass green Xbox controller.
The
Look at
green
that
is
freaking green.
Great.
Wow.
I don't... It's kind of funny putting it with, like, the gray.
I like that though.
I kind of like
that
that
the gray,
combo.
to be
yeah,
honest.
I like that
I
combo.
kind of like that. So you get some M1, M2. You get your tension control there on the shoulders.
Does it...
2.4 Bluetooth.
Does it have the extra buttons up by the shoulders?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you get
it
some
does.
extras up there too as well. So you got
Oh,
your
yeah.
USB-C, you got your pairing. And yeah, I mean, God, 8BitDo has just been iterating and releasing better and better stuff. And people are really enjoying using these, on their Switch 2 after the firmware updates. Oh, that D-pad's nice. Oh, that D-pad's nice. Oh, I like that pivot. Oh, I like the divots too on the joysticks. The little concave, little divot right there.
Pivots and divots.
Pivots and divots. Does this come off? No. Does this come off? Nope. It's fine. It has a
I'm
matching...
trying to break it.
It's called being a YouTube reviewer. You got to test things.
Is that really what it's called?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's clean.
Look at that dock. That's
That is-
nice.
That is awesome.
Huh? Look at. I wonder if the cord is green. No, but it is a cord. Don't-
You are right. It is a cord.
Okay, this is really cool though, guys. So, do we get any sort of RGB? I wonder. And I know this is old hat for many of you who already have this, but I'm stoked because I haven't used this before. But we do get some. We do get some lighting.
Oh, it has LEDs. Cool.
I got to answer a question, Lorenzo. Yes, my thumbs are stubby. That is a good reason for my name.
But that's not why you were called Stubbs. There's another reason for that.
We don't talk about that
always-
reason.
There's always one comment about it.
Have to, man.
Every video.
It's very controversial to talk about it or not talk about it. So, okay, that's good.
So I do want to point out the Ultimate 2, for anyone that doesn't know, does have TMR joysticks rather than the Hall
Okay.
Effect joysticks.
And how much does this cost?
You
Currently?
can grab it for $59.99. Though I know both Aknes as well as on Amazon, they do have coupon codes right now.
Coupons? Oh, cool.
Coupon.
So,
So
we
this
have it-
one is the Ultimate 2 wireless, or is it the Ultimate 2 Bluetooth?
It's the Ultimate 2 wireless, and you know
Okay,
that because
okay.
the A button's on the bottom.
Okay, yeah. So I know the other one is the one that works with the Switch and the Switch 2.
The face buttons feel really
Okay.
nice too. Oh, nice shoulders too, as far as like that quiet clicky. I like the depression on those triggers.
See, this is why I like that the 8-bit Do mobile controller they have. It's literally that just split in half, and it's
Okay.
so good.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if you can even hear this. So there's the shoulders, triggers, face buttons, D-pad, clickable sticks, and M1, M2. Oops. And the functions on top. All right, I like that. So, yep, in our description, you can buy it from the Aknes website. You can use code DEARRH if you want to take 10% off this direct from Aknes. They were able to sell it a little bit cheaper there, they say, because they don't need to deal with the overhead from Amazon and other merchants. So check out the website. But if Amazon has it on a discount and that's a better deal, go for that.
It's the same price.
Okay, it's the same price.
I want to see this yellow in person. This
Pick
looks
one.
awesome.
So this is the new one. This showed up literally today as we were getting ready for the show.
That is nice.
We got this Donkey Kong banana yellow here.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, that's great. That is great.
Wow. I like that. So this is going to be one that's just meant for Nintendo Switch and for Windows.
So this one does also have a 2.4 gigahertz dongle as well.
Oh, it dongles us?
It does dongle.
Does the
too.
other one dongle?
They both dongle.
Oh, wait, there's a thing in the dock. Oh.
Found the... Oh, they color matched the dongle.
They color match the dongle,
The
dude.
dongle compartment.
I don't know why I'm saying dude so much tonight.
Dude,
I hung out
you're
with
getting
my
a Dell.
I hung out with my music buddy and we were just duding it up over lunch.
Dude, where's my car?
I go right back to my dude days when I talk to my music dude.
So they've done studies on that where you hang out with certain groups of friends, you'll start acting that way,
You do.
even if it was like 20 years ago.
Right,
You'll just revert right back to that.
Yeah. If you have a group dynamic or group energy, you just revert, right back to that energy. And it's so true. And it kind of lingers for a little while. Okay, so once again, we have a matching dongle. Look at this band.
Band loves matching
Oh,
dongles.
wait, that's a different dongle.
Is that a USB-C one?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
USB-C.
Well, the other one was too.
Was it?
Dan,
Yes.
Dan can
I
add
thought-
USB-C to his collection.
I'm gonna have to make a new tower.
Look at this.
Mine's, mine's for USB-A.
So as far as the technical specs on this one goes, let's pull that website back up. That's going to be 1,000 milliamp hour rechargeable battery, RGB fire range, V-shaped layout, ABXY buttons, TMR sticks here as well, right? As far as I understand.
Yep.
So basically, it's the same as the green, except for this one, the internals are meant to be paired with your Switch or your Switch 2.
And the face buttons are swapped for the Switch layout.
Right. Oh, yeah, it's the other thing. Yes, look. So they are swapped. You're right. A, B instead of B, A. Connectivity, right, it does do Switch 2. They have it compatibility listed right here on the website. This is, I think, the first third-party Switch 2 controller then that's official, compatibility-wise.
And it's bright yellow.
It is super bright yellow.
It'll
I
be
love
great
the
for
color.
when Donkey Kong comes out.
I'm
True.
kind of excited for Donkey Kong. Again, these are TMR sticks, and I assume this also has the RGB. Let me try that out here. Yep. And
It's a controller.
it's a controller. It's the same. It all feels the same. Same. So we do have the swapped buttons. You can see there. They just are inversed. So there you go. Pick your poison.
Yeah, it makes sense that the one that works with the Switch would have the Nintendo layout. But that is a very easy way to tell which one is which.
Yeah. I think I like the yellow more. I'm gonna use this with my Switch 2 later.
I really like that yellow. Yeah, it's really cool.
I think I'm gonna do that. So we're gonna talk about that, and then we're also gonna talk about. Oh, what should we do next? Well, we're gonna talk about Aknes. Let's talk about their Switch 2 multifunctional protective set.
That's cool. So it's actually Aknes brand.
It is. I like
Nice.
seeing Aknes actually branding. Aknes is a fantastic Generally, they're going to be selling other brands, Ghoulie Kit and 8BitDo, and there's a few others. It's fantastic. They're doing this on their own now. So, good job, Aknes. Okay, we got this case there. Ooh, huh? Okay. Oh, you got a whole set of things here. Oh, you get some protectors. You get, looks like some silicone covers. Yep. Nice, nice. Rivaling JSaw here a bit, entering some JSaw territory. You have like a hard cover for your sides. I should go get my Switch 2 out of the other room. We're going to need it. And we got some, Aknes. I don't know. Could have talked to me. We could have had a talk, a business talk, but it's fine. These are good too. These are less painful. Good to have some nubbins. And JSaw also has one of these, just a clear protective cover. Looks like they're also including a screen protector, a couple of screen protectors. So you got a whole, you get a whole package.
So
here.
it's like a whole kit, basically.
Yeah, and you also get some, storage for your Switch carts. And I'd like to see if there's wiggle room in this, though. So while I go get that, we're just gonna kind of full screen Rob. Look at this. He did win the beauty pageant. So you guys talk about that.
Okay, that's a good shirt, though.
Yes, it is.
It is a good shirt.
I've had it in my rotation for a while. Speaking of screen protectors, remember when I showed you guys that I got like the cleanest application on my Switch 2. I was very proud of that.
Oh yeah, that was like.
You couldn't even tell it was there. I was like, wow, I'm proud of myself for that one.
See, you sent the picture, and I just thought that's what the Switch is supposed to look like, glass screen.
Yeah, I was proud of myself there. Yeah, I need to get a grip for my Switch too. The Skull and Co ones are all out of stock, so I'm kind of struggling to find one that I like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a Switch 2 yet, so I can't say anything. But if the grip is similar to like the original Switch, I can definitely see needing a grip.
It's a little bit better than the original Switch, just because it's got that little bit more of the height. But yeah, I mean, I would like to have a grip on it for sure.
Because I mean, with the Switch OLED, I ended up sticking with the Nitro deck in terms of like something that I can grip easily. So I don't know if we're gonna have.
I'm sure we're gonna be getting a whole bunch of those kind of controller add-ons.
See, I think what we are really gonna be waiting on those like third-party Joy-Cons that snap in this time around.
Because of the mechanism being so different, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, D-brand kill switch.
You got the D-brand one, nice.
Oh, wait, is it still called the kill switch?
Yeah,
I think so. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say I think so because I looked at it pretty recently.
I was like, I know they named it that for the Steam Deck, but I didn't think they were gonna bring it back.
Oh, all of the handheld cases are kill switches.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, there's a Skull and Co one I really liked that looked pretty good. It was like a whole kit. It had like the case that can handle the grips and all that, so you can put it in there. Looked pretty good.
Okay.
But they're having trouble keeping things in stock right now, so I'm not surprised. Honestly, everyone's running out buying accessories and whatnot.
I
Plus
heard
they're
that
going through their rebranding.
True.
Yeah.
I did hear that some of the Walmart like on Switch accessories weren't actually that bad, surprisingly.
Well,
I'll probably end up getting the micro SD Express card from them because they're honestly the cheapest price. So
They're
I'm
also
waiting-
just like rebrands of Lexar cards.
oh, are they? Oh, okay, that's good.
Or
to know.
P&Y, one of those two.
Oh, then they're going to be
Then
solid.
they're solid.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for them to go back in stock at Walmart so I can get the 512.
Yeah. Luckily, I haven't needed it because I don't have a whole lot on my Switch 2 right now, so I'm just kind of riding with what's there internally. But yeah, for sure, I'll be getting the on one.
Well, let's get on with it.
Let's get on with this.
Got my Switch 2 here, and I've been playing some Mario Kart World and more.
Have you done a wall one yet?
So I was trying that. I was trying
Yeah.
that last night, dude.
Oh.
I mean, Rob, You're also a dude. And it was not possible. I can't figure it out. I'm dumb. I can't figure out.
I usually do it accidentally, so...
I don't know how it's done, but I'll keep practicing. Yeah, so there you go. I just wanted to see if there was wiggle room.
Yeah,
and there is a little bit.
in there. Yep.
A
But
little bit of space.
I'm seeing that across a lot of these Switch 2 cases, and I do believe it's so you can put on the protection accessories and then it won't wiggle.
That makes sense.
And if you want that. And if you don't want the accessories, well, you're going to have a little bit of wiggle. So that's really cool. It's just cool. It's just cool to see them finally release their own thing. That's what I'm stoked about. I mean, this is cool and everything, but yeah, it's good. It's nice hard case. I mean, let's see if it, let's see if it does. Let me put my Switch back in it.
He's gonna throw it.
Well, yeah, I want to see if it protects the Switch. Yeah. Let's zip it all the way, though. Let's see.
Oh my god!
Was your Switch in there?
It's definitely not.
Oh, jeez.
It's not in there. He's using the trick of the camera.
That was a farce. I didn't actually put my Switch in there.
I told ya.
Man.
I should have just went with it and not ever said anything. But I would feel like a shill.
So, Andrew's stream is in slow-mo right now, but it keeps getting him.
Oh,
in these
yeah, Andrew, you got
hilarious spots. His face was stunned, shocked for a whole 15 seconds.
I hope someone screenshot.
I was like, there's no way that's live, because there's no way Andrew could keep a straight face that long.
I like the faces. Okay, let's continue on. Let's continue on here. What do you guys want to do? You want to see eWaste? Do you want to see the Razer Kishi, or do you want to see the Abxylute S9 Extended thing?
Man, you have a lot of controllers.
Yeah, it's
I mean, it
big
depends how
controller
hungry
day.
you are. You could check out the S9, but
I mean, let's just go. So we're not gonna. So watch last week's episode if you want a little bit more in depth on this, because we did this exact same thing last week, except with the GameSir version. So it was a G8 Plus, and we combined it with my Asus Z Flow 13, and it worked really well in there, and it held together, and it made it much more stable than trying to just do that mod where you pop it out and extend it by force. So having an official, but having a purpose-built. This one's even more purpose-built. Like, it looks nicer.
Holy cow, that's so wide.
Look at this. Look at this batarang thing. Look at that thing. So yeah, RRtronics.com. It's in the description if you want to learn more about this. They're a family
really
business.
clean.
It's just the owner and his son. They're making these, and they're really passionate about it, and they really just want to give some love to people who enjoy large tablets, large Windows tablets, and you got to have a wide option, and there's not a lot in the market out there if you have huge. And what was it expands to what? Sorry, can I see that again? It expands to 16.5 inches with the G8 Plus. And then as far as the S9, I don't know if they list that, what it extends to, but probably similar. This came in a really nice carry case, and it just works really well. You can also pair it with the Easy SMX M15 as well, which is the controller Rob was showing, or a variant of that controller. Lots of different brand names, but it's the same thing. You can also apparently do it with the GameSir X2S. Like, look at all these mods that they've been working on. So just really cool, really nice guy too. I'm happy to support small businesses like this, and it's just a neat idea. I like the feeling. I like the grit on this thing, by the way. I haven't used an S9 in a while. Whoa. Look at this freaking thing.
Yeah, I need that.
What are you putting in that?
You could put anything you want in this. You could put your dreams in this. Anything you could imagine.
Does anybody remember that like 18-inch Samsung Android tablet?
Yes.
That is where my first thought went. Even
Can you put the Switch 2?
Andrew, I think that'll easily fit in there.
No, Stubbs. No, Stubbs.
You could put two Switch 2s side by side.
Oh my god.
Dual
Multiplayer.
tate mode.
Dual tate mode. Dual tate mode. You could also you could use this as a literal battering, which is great. Like if you need to fight crime, you could just swing this around and go, I wouldn't throw this.
And it looks like a Subway sandwich when it's in saran wrap.
And it's saran wrap Subway sandwich, but it's not a sandwich actually. It's like, hello? It's not. Hello. It's not a phone. It's actually a controller. And it's very wide.
That is beautiful. It's so clean. They did a really clean job on it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look how wide this is.
That's what she said.
This is a family show and a professional podcast, Robert.
It is?
You got banned talking about his chode before, so...
I'm not.
Yes.
Your Asus Ally pillow in this.
It's impressive.
He could put his Z Flow 13 in it.
You can. I'm not going to do that today. I don't have it in here, but check last week's episode. Skip to the unboxing segment. It's time-stamped if you want to see what this idea looks like with a giant freaking tablet. 13.8 inches or something like that. It's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
I mean, I'm sure there are other options that could fit giant tablets, but they're probably going to be more expensive.
Wait. Appetizer. I talked to...
That's the dressing for the sub.
I talked to Ricardo, and he was like, "Hey, he was laughing about
right.
us.
We were trying to figure that out. Yeah, what is that?
So he was giggling about watching the show, and he's like, "Hey, guys, this actually is it's for phones. If you want to adapt it to use it with a phone,
that's cool."
Now I don't know exactly how it. Oh, I guess it. How do you do this? Are you in chat, dude? Are you?
Have you unscrewed it? Oh, open it up a little bit and then put it in that open spot.
Oh.
And then...
Oh, and then you could... Okay, then your phone will fit there. But wait a minute. Hold on, I got my phone here. I'm going to get that Gyro Buddy going.
We're going to have a third week, with another one of these, and he's going to be like, so this is how you use it.
There's still the Mimo S3 one.
Do I not have the Gyro Buddy? I got to reinstall it, I guess. Okay.
Oh my god.
I'll do that in a minute. This guy. Okay. So wait, what's...
So
you need...
to block
what?
Your
How... Does anyone have any idea how we might... Is there an engineer in chat?
No, I think I'm just enjoying watching you figure it out.
Is there an engineer in chat? What... Oh, wait a minute. I see we put it the other way.
Dang it, Stubbs.
Hold on.
How excited he is. Look at this.
We're cooking.
Cooking with what?
Plastic.
You also could fit your Subway sandwich in there too and hold it.
Ow. Come on.
Oh, don't break your phone.
It got my skin there, man. Why isn't this... Okay.
And then...
Oh, it slides. Look at that.
And then I think when you screw it in, it tightens it into that spot.
Oh. We gotta tighten it.
I just said that.
Nice. Unreal.
Okay, I get it. That's cool. I'll have to play with that more. I still am done with it, but I'll figure it out. I can get there. I sometimes I'm a smart person. Sometimes I need a little help. Okay, so here's the big thing. This has been under embargo for so long. I've been excited to talk about it. I haven't been able to talk about it. Now I can talk about it. It is on sale right now. There are 3 SKUs. There is the Kishi Pro V3. So this is the Pro. Sorry, this is the V3 Pro. I have here. The V3 is on sale, which is for phones. This is for small tablets, iPad mini. And there's a V3 XL, which just went on sale today, I believe, that will give you a wide one. Now, it's not going to support 16 inches like this honker, but it should do like your Y700s and bigger ideas like that. This does have TMR joysticks. This does have your usual Razer mechanical style micro switch buttons, so I've heard in their tech briefing, but we'll have to see. Now, I was pretty big on the Kishi Ultra, but it was very big.
And pricey.
And very pricey, $150.
Yep.
So these ones, they're a little bit better in the pricing, I noticed. Can we pull that up on screen while I'm fighting to get this open? So the V3 Pro, this one actually, once again, is $150. So I'm just completely... I take back everything I said. What the hell?
Yeah, and I remember how I was asking you, like, because I looked at it, I was like, wait, this looks just like the Ultra that I have here.
This
so I was
is
trying
just-
to figure out what
I
the
think-
difference was, and I think it's just the TMR that they added.
This is just an Ultra with TMR and slightly, maybe some slight improvements, quality of life
Yeah,
improvements. As
so
far as
the
I can
TMR is
tell.
the big one, and then this one has the RGB lighting, which that Pro doesn't, I guess.
Oh, really?
Um,
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's just very small differences between the two.
Well, okay, and I know they've been cooking though on their app, right? For their
Yeah. And no subscription fees, which is nice. Not
full-size
some other companies.
controller form factor. You got that TMR, dual mouse click back buttons, and claw grip bumpers. So check out my review for the Ultra. I mean, that's going to basically give you the same idea here, but TMR is going to be that next step up as far as, anti-drift technology goes. Magnets. They do have different inserts here for your phone. And now I did see one for $99, and that's actually the regular V3. And I think the Ultra, the XL or whatever, the V3 V3 XL, I think that's almost $200. So the pricing once again,
because I
that's
keep
crazy.
slowly moving my finger over to the add to cart, and I'm like, that's a lot of money.
that's a chunk of change right there. Maybe wait for it to go used. Maybe eBay, maybe Amazon used options. It is pretty pricey, and I do like the Ultra, but it's not something I'm going to carry around with me in my pocket. It's not something I'm going to carry around.
It's
on
a
trips.
big option. Like, I mean, I always compare a lot of these controllers for like my tablet videos and my phone videos, and it always ends up being one of the biggest options out there. So if you're looking for compactness, this is definitely not going to be it. But it's comfy. The controls are really good.
It's very comfy. But I don't care for the micro switch myself in general. It's very loud and clicky, but it does feel good and it is very comfortable. That is indeed true. And they've included actually new caps. So I haven't seen this before. So if you want, you got your, was it convex?
Oh, that's the other difference, is that this has removable caps versus the one I have for the Ultra. Yes. So those are the two.
There are some cool changes here.
I guess you could call them improvements to the Pro. Yeah.
Some different options here. So you have that, and then you have, looks like an ultra tall stick if you want, and then you have different inserts for your different phone sizes or tablet sizes, so you can customize. And yeah, man, I mean the Kishi and the app and everything like that, and they have some really cool options as far as like game streaming. So they've been cooking on the app, but the Kishi isn't one that I generally use.
Chemical
long-term.
Burrito says that the non-Pro, so just the regular V3, is not clicky. It's actually not clicky.
Well, I need that one. What?
The thing that sucks
I
about
that one.
the base V3 was that one's just designed for phones, and so
really?
This one is designed for phones and like those small form tablets, and then the XLs for those big tablets.
Okay.
Which is cool that they have a range. I would love to see them somehow figure out a way to just kind of encompass all three sizes in one, I'm
just going to take the inserts out since I have my case here. But here's my tried and true telescopic game that I like to play, Grim Valor. I imagine, does this have any RGB that's listed?
No.
I feel like they always add RGB on these.
No. So the Ultra is the one that has the RGB. So they took that out for this model.
So that's taken out. So you're actually losing some functionality, and you're losing a little bit of flair.
It's
if
coolness.
you care.
It's coolness, exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't add any functionality. It's just coolness factor.
Yeah, if you want to be elite gamer.
And a lot of people just turn that stuff off too. So it depends on where you are.
But I like the option. So yeah, I mean, this feels like the Kishi Ultra for the most part, which means it's very high quality and it feels very nice and very comfortable. It's just all about, do you want to carry this around? Now, I know I'm saying that, I'm giving them a little bit of a hard time, They are a bigger brand, and so of course this one is purpose built for a tablet, and this one also is not one you're going to probably carry around with you either. However, I do like to see like what's the smallest telescopic we can get if we're going to be purposing it for a phone. So I'm thinking like the Asus Tessin or the Backbone. The very, very small options is what I like to see for phone telescopics, ideally. But I think this actually probably is going to be a really nice choice for your tablet, for your smaller size tablet. And what size does it fit up to?
So small tablets like the Y700, the iPad Mini. So just like the 8-inch ones, basically.
So we got 8-inch. That's cool.
And Mike from Team Retro says that the refurbished Kishi Ultras are $90, and I'm like, honestly, that's pretty solid. I mean,
yeah,
I was thinking that too. I'm like, if you really like this, like what the Pro offers, the Ultras are probably going to be cheaper just because you could probably find them, secondhand.
So can we look at the V3? I'm more interested in the V3 now. Not only does it have the mushy style, but it's smaller.
I want that XL.
You want the XL?
I want that big boy.
You get the big boy, man. Get that big boy.
Rob, what are you putting in the XL?
I mean, like, if this is this wide, I can't imagine what the XL one looks like.
It might look similar, honestly.
Yeah,
it might look a little bit longer.
Does. It probably does.
It's
so
the god tier of mobile gaming.
I love the marketing.
In their press brief, they were like, it's once again the god tier of mobile gaming.
Wait, is it the god tier of mobile gaming?
And that's what they say. It does have a pass-through charging. It does have a 3.5 headphone option, so it's nice to have that. It is, it's all. But can we see? Do we have the regular V3? Their Amazon listings in our.
I was gonna say I know it's on Amazon for sure.
It is on Amazon.
I was looking at them last night.
Yeah, it's in this episode's description, Sony. If you're clicking around, there it is, right there, right?
Yeah, now that one is $99.
Is that the V3? That's still pretty big. That's still kind of chunking. It's
got those grips on the back.
Yeah.
I really liked the first Kishi. How it felt.
that thing was like.
I liked it. I know it was a little wonky. Only certain phones worked with it.
Razer wasn't actually the ones that manufactured that. I forgot whose design that was, but they just took it over. And that's why the V2 looks so different than the original. It's so wildly
different. Well, the V2 was good. And then they had the V2 Pro, which they paired with their... what was that called? The Edge?
The Edge, yes.
Yeah, I like the V2. I like the V2 Pro quite a bit as well. And the Ultra, if you're going to play at home, very comfortable.
I'd love to see them do one like the size of the V2 Pro, just with different sticks. That's all. I mean, honestly, it's not a bad option, for a little more compact option.
Yeah. I kind of want to order the V3 and see what that's about now. So I think
I will say it's kind of amazing how many good options we have nowadays for telescopic controllers. It's just crazy compared to just even like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, you're so spoiled for choice, and there are so many options. It's hard to tell. I did want to take the channel in more of a direction of really getting in the nitty-gritty of the telescopics, but I think you are very well served by checking out Clef over at Game Tech Talk. One of my favorite channels to go to when I want to know about controllers. But we're going to continue to unbox them on here. But I told Razer, I'm not going to be doing a full dedicated video for this. And
I like to feature them in my whenever I feature like a phone or a tablet. That's when I cover them.
Yeah, and you'll see this from me as well in follow-up content or if I do tablet videos. But other than that, I'll report back to you all in the podcast what my thoughts are. I'm gonna play around with this though. This is cool. I'm gonna buy that V3 though. I think that's where it's at for me. All right. You know what it's time for.
Oh no.
That's right. Dun 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 dun.
Oh yes. Our
dun,
favorite
dun, 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 dun.
segment as voted by the fans.
The fans said, we miss the eWaste. When will you start buying things from AliExpress again? You didn't have to wait long. I've actually ordered some other things too since then. So there's more. There's going to be things coming in now that the tariffs are kind of died down and I'm choosing local, U.S. shipping shops, not worrying about the fees, but am very selective on what I pick up now. It's not like just willy-nilly. It has to be something crazy.
Thank
You
you,
just
Ben, for
need
that
more.
information about the original Kishi. It was Game Vice. I was like,
Game Vice who did. That's right. It was
That's what it was. Yep. I
Yeah,
remember
because
that.
Game Vice did a collab with them for the Jungle Cat or something like that.
They had they actually have. I think they still sell their own controllers. They're like a separate thing now.
Yeah.
Man,
Rob,
What in
or
the
not Rob.
world?
oh, you did double
Safety first.
safety. Yeah.
No.
So here it is.
No.
Remember when
No.
I showed you all my anus
Oh.
on camera? The Anus 01 was by Gam Ninja, and Gam Ninja released the most average, mediocre device I had seen in a long time. I made a YouTube short about it. It was very confusing. It was very strange, but it works, right? And it's good for kids and all that, like, you know. So now we are back with the sequel, the Anus 02. The ANS02. Don't hear that wrong. The ANS02. And the handheld is a vertical. It is rocking that. What is it in here? 3.5-inch IPS display. This is the RK3326 band?
I have no clue. I opened it up before I
It
sent
doesn't
it to
say
you,
on the
and they
box.
scratched out the chip.
They scratched out the freaking chip.
Hey.
Yep.
This
on
was
the-
what, $29 though? So I mean, for 29
you-
bucks to have an anus like this.
If you buy it off of AliExpress right now, it's $29. When I bought it off AliExpress, I paid $16.
$16?
$16.
Okay, if I'm going to be reviewing this and unboxing this from the standpoint of $16, that's going to have to be considered, because if we can get something decent for $16, I mean,
I also want to point out on their AliExpress listing, they
Mhm.
said it was a 2,000 milliamp hour battery. When I
Okay.
opened it up, it said 3,000 milliamp hours on the inside. And
Oh.
it also was Anbernic
okay.
battery, but instead of an N, it was an H.
Oh, hey.
Love it. I
Do
love
they even
it.
have the device name on here? Like, how do you know it's an Anus 02?
All on the AliExpress listing.
Why does it say, like, why do they name it that for one thing? That's a horrible name. Why is it named that?
I honestly could not tell you.
Has screen protector.
It costs less than Retroid shipping.
It does. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You could get, I like. So you know what? You know what? Wait a minute. What is up with the dual analog sticks? Why is there one here and one here? What?
Did it take you until now to realize?
I did not. That was like the first thing I noticed.
What is so ridiculous, man?
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so this is so good. What is they don't click in even? Why is the start and select vertically apart from each other? What is this, some sort of AI constructed thing? Like, the
I mean, if I
D-pad-
had to
Oh,
guess, it was
man.
probably designed by
$16.
AI.
Yeah, this was designed by AI. What in the world? I kind of like the ribbing on the side. That's kind of cool. And
You
that
would.
little, speaker hole and this booping, this little boop right there, menu button.
It is a menu
look at
button,
these-
like it does have a menu.
The face buttons aren't too bad. The sticks are, I mean, they're switch sticks. They're not clickable. So, I mean, they remind me of the the M17 by SK
Yeah.
Gam. The D-pad is not great. Very shallow. Not a lot of pivot there. I don't love that. Oh, no. Oh, what in the world? Why do we have this shelf that's just like this? It's like chairs. This harsh cutoff. Very clicky. Very odd. Very odd design. There's the Anus 02A. Oh, it's
Oh
the
yeah,
A
I
model.
forgot the A. My bad.
Yeah, 1,000 milliamp hour. Interesting. Very interesting, band. Thanks for sending this to me. I already regret it.
There it is.
I appreciate
I
it.
was
Let's
waiting
turn it
for
on.
that.
Let's see what it does.
Yes, please turn it
We
on. I
have
need to
USB-C
see
up
this.
top. We have game on the screen, 3.5 out. It starts up pretty fast, and we do get a second USB-C on the bottom. That's kind of cool.
That's why I think it is a rock chip of
Honestly,
some kind.
Honestly, for $16 so far, I mean, it's horrible, of course, but for $16, it's functional. And the
Hey.
screen's not bad.
Kind of blown away that it was $16.
I mean, I
Yeah,
think
now it's $29.78, but
still for 29, Let's play a game.
The real question is, what game?
Oh, is that Alien Crush?
Alien Crush, yeah.
Of course.
Not working.
That's not a good sign.
I mean, it
Well.
loaded, so it's better than nothing.
Well,
Let's see, how do I... B and A are switched funny. That's... Okay. Favorite? Download? Oh.
I do agree with Michael.
you-
It's amazing that it even turned on, honestly, for $16.
Do you need to update the download game directory? Yes. Update. No, nothing in there.
What?
Okay. Do you get micro SD card access? Like, what's the download? Oh, you do get micro SD.
I was gonna say, don't take it out while it's on.
Let's see. Oh, it doesn't like that.
Oh, I
Would it-
definitely know.
I
Okay.
just.
You get a
Just said not
64
to.
gig.
Hey, you know what? For $30, 64 gigs. That's not that
Oh, look,
bad.
dude, look at that
Oh.
dynamic plug and play. Look at that. You continue going. You got to hear this music. You got to hear. Let's turn off our music. You got to hear this music. Da, 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 da. Da, da. You get volume up and down, clicky. You can hear that. You hear that a little bit, kind of right there. Dun 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 dun. And I love that you can just pop this out. It breaks it and it says, "Oh, everything's crazy now," And then you turn it back on and it just goes back to that silly menu music. This is
He's
not
gonna-
something you should. I've never
Insert
done
the
this
card
before.
back into your anus.
Don't ever. No, come on, Rod. The ANS. It's the ANS02.
You keep saying anus.
No, I said anus. Yes, ANS. ANS. I live in Portland, Oregon. We pronounce things a little funny here, but it's ANS.
Oh, I'm from
You gotta be-
Brooklyn. We know all about funny.
Well, you know what? So I never would do this on like on a handheld that isn't $16. I don't recommend it. This will break it probably. In most case, brick your thing. But here, I'm like, I kind of want to see what that does.
So-
and it goes da 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 da, and it
Stubbs.
continues playing a mini music. What's up?
You do know that there is PlayStation 1 on here.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Bant said it actually ran okay too.
Oh, we get that new SNK PGM thing. That's cool. I gotta see. Do they have good games for that? We have Knights of Valor, man.
Knights
Hey,
of
they have
Valor's-
that
Knights
again.
of Valor's great. Knights of Valor is good.
Stubbs got distracted looking for PlayStation.
I know. I was playing on the V90S yesterday for that stream, and Knights of Valor probably was one of my top moments on gaming on the V90S. This whole PGM, I gotta download the. I mean, I need to legally acquire all the games from the PGM system and learn how to get that on my other handhelds because I really like this system. Let's see what it plays like on here. It's an arcade knockoff of SNK. This is called the Poly Game Master.
It's basically Taiwan's answer to SNK.
Right, yeah, Taiwan's answer to SNK, and you can actually get a dedicated PGM handheld based off like an R36S design on Amazon right now for like $45, and it just has all these games. Rob and I both ordered it, of course, for all of your viewing pleasure. We buy the crazy things so you don't have to.
I just thought it was interesting that it's actually officially licensed. It's a
Man.
Unico rebrand. I'm pretty sure, what is it, the D35S?
It was the
which one is it?
D35S rebrand, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
what
but
it was.
sounds like that Unico one might actually have
Why?
a rock chip in it.
Yeah, apparently it has a better chip in there, which is wild.
That's kind of crazy. The buttons don't work, and this doesn't playable, and it's running pretty slow. So you
Also,
can
by the way,
play the
this
game,
this arcade board has some really good shmups. So when you're kind of diving in, looking at
check
what
out-
games to legally acquire, you should check out the shmups.
yeah, PGM is awesome. Check it out. I was playing a bunch of those games. It's not functional on here, unfortunately. It's actually frozen right now.
No.
But it's
I'm not surprised.
well. Let's get to PS1 now.
If you can find it.
I'm getting there. PC. Oh, there's PlayStation.
Sony PlayStation.
They said they had like.
Oh, the down button doesn't work very well.
You gotta really press it.
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, it just doesn't do anything. It kind of. It's every once in a while. Oh my god, guys. Oh, Mega Man X6. That's cool. Come on. I want it. Go down. Do we have Twisted Metal 2 on here? Come on. Let's see.
He could have been using the stick to move down this whole time.
Oh, now.
Oh, try Tekken 3. I would love to see what happens with that.
Yeah. Let's see Tekken 3. Oh, it keeps going. Hold on. They're all out of alpha.
Yeah, there's
It
a lot
says-
of games on there. That's
Yeah,
not
it
That's
bad.
a
said-
lot of games. That's kind of cool.
They claimed 72.
Really? PS1 games, 72. We have the Final Fantasy VII Remake on here? Oh, no. Dino Crisis.
They had
Delta
two Dino
Force.
Crisis.
Whoops.
Castlevania. Wow. Alundra. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. Tomb Raider. I get Tenchu. Let's do Tekken 3.
Oh no.
That's right. If the PGM performance was anything to go off of, we might be in trouble here. Also, it'd be really nice to use the buttons in the games we're playing to just play the games at all. That'd be the next thing I'd aim for on this.
So, first, it does actually turn on, so that's a lot for
Screen?
$16.
And the screen's not bad, and it looks kind of cool. Crazy name aside, oh man, you can tell that frame skip is already enabled in settings.
I was gonna say they probably have all
Look at
these
that.
things turned on right now.
Which
Yeah,
is
this-
probably why everything ran.
Let's see my button's working. Oh, my button works. Yeah. Oh, you just have to really push it to get it to work. I get it. They're just
Yeah.
really not sensitive. You have to push down. That's not a fun experience. Wow. Okay. That's wow. I really hate this, man. I really hate
wow.
this. Even for $16, I think for $16, the community could come together, do some custom firmware. Probably we could do some mods on this, and the Data Frog folks who went so far on that device could probably take this and run with it. Honestly, this is
please Stubbs, no.
for 16. I know for $16 though. I mean, come on.
But it's not $16 now.
I know.
It's
I know.
$30.
For $30 though, you have better options. You just
To be fair,
do.
it is 68% off, so that's something.
Like
I
it's
would-
practically a steal.
No, I would definitely pick up an R36S for $30 over this any day of the
Oh,
week.
for sure.
100. It's frozen again. A piece. Yeah, I
mean,
really don't like this. Wow, that's
it's
really
not-
bad.
It's not an e-waste special without actual e-waste.
And then we got to do the last test. Street Fighter 3,
Oh gosh.
if it's on here, anyways. What's the giggling about now? Who's giggling? This isn't a laughing matter.
Chemical Burrito says, you lose. No, we all lose on this.
Everybody's. I haven't even looked at the stream in a while. Sorry, I'm like in my own world right now.
Yeah, I mean, the
There's
handheld
no
will be
Street
fine
Fighter.
after you get some custom firmware, replace the D-pad,
no
replace all the
frickin'
buttons, you know.
This is the first handheld I've not seen Third Strike included on. The first one, actually. Isn't that crazy?
Stubbs,
What?
can you just chuck it?
Yeah, well, it does have Super Nintendo.
Well, hey, he
Let's see
needs
if
to
this
send
works.
it to
I need
Nick.
Soccer Sensei. Sensei.
It's a durability test.
Oh, it doesn't. So why doesn't it work? Why doesn't anything work on this thing?
Oh,
is the
please
dumbest
send this to
thing.
Nick.
Absolutely
Nick,
awful.
Nick will have
What's
fun
cancel favorite? I gotta send this to Nick. I really hope this survives the throw. I don't think you should buy it. It is
broke the
not a
screen.
recommend.
I
from
thought
me.
the screen came out.
It broke.
One moment.
It broke his audio.
with it. Oh,
so bad.
please.
Someone clip
Please
it.
tell me it broke. Is the screen
Well,
live?
So this is the first in our podcast, actually. And
Yes!
So we're now going to be parroting a little bit of Jerry Rig Everything. Unfortunately, the screen did come out. It was flopping around, and it went back in, actually. It went back in, but it was out. It was removed, and now it's back in. It has a little bit of a
Oh my god.
battle scar. Oh, it's not working anymore, though.
Wow,
I mean, it wasn't working.
wonder
It wasn't
why.
working before.
Oh, is he? I thought he was about to do a bend test there.
Well, we could.
Just go full jerry rig everything.
Yeah.
Scratch at a level 6 with deeper grooves at a level 7.
Yeah.
His thumbs fit perfectly on that
Let's
shelf.
pull the
there.
micro SD card out. Do we have the scissors?
If you had the screwdriver, the screws just pop right open in the back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the screws, like you just like remove them and it just opens up easy.
You look. Oh yeah, you did open this, huh? I should
cannot
not
believe that.
I'm a bad example. Do not throw your handhelds, everybody. That was a dumb thing of me to do. Really, like, don't do that. I did it for entertainment, and I wouldn't do that. This could have been put to some use. Like, it didn't deserve that.
This is my last time on the podcast, guys.
No, you're good. I thought it would survive the drop test, honestly.
Well, with how you threw it, I knew it wasn't.
I'm not surprised.
The screen was hanging out when I brought it back up. That was wild.
I saw a flash of light behind you, which is why I thought you actually broke it.
It might have been the battery exploding.
Oh yeah, good call. Yeah, we got to be careful with this.
Quick, bend it.
No!
Oh my god!
The screen's working again. The screen's working again. Now it has this cool kind of mirror.
Stop!
Awful.
This is the worst thing I think I've seen him do on the podcast.
It's created kind of like this cool effect, honestly. Like, look at that. Isn't that kind of cool? This happened to my LG 55-inch in the other room when I dropped it, too. So it's
How did you
not great.
did you throw it across the room too?
No, it just fell off the wall. I didn't put a good enough
Oh.
wall anchor stud in it, and it just kind of fell down one day, and that was the end. But just like this handheld, that's the end. So I feel a little bit bad about this now. This could have gone to somebody or something. I shouldn't have done that. But anyways, I did, and it's broken now. All right. It's not coming back. Game over. Game over. Sorry for my shortcomings. Van?
Van's very upset.
Thank you
not
for sending
upset.
this to me.
He's very
that
upset.
was my $16.
Well,
And
I'll
just
send
threw
you
it.
I send you a 8-bit dough ultimate too.
We'll buy you a
All
large
right,
McDonald's fries.
No, I'll take Stubbs' offer.
What? All right, I was about to pay you back, man, but I'm not going to anymore.
Oh, hey, I already
didn't
filed for
think-
a return
I
on
thought-
that label.
It survived the bend test. That's what's important. And it's cool that the micro SD card keeps working when you pop it out and in. It's just the games don't really work, and it isn't really usable as a handheld. That's the problem, which is the main purpose. The ROMs survive. We can use the ROMs that are on here somewhere else. It lives on in a way. It lives on. It's like,
Subs,
you know.
Subs, you're gonna have to try that micro SD card in something else,
I
or
you
plug
think?
it into your computer for a virus.
Yeah.
Connect it to your phone.
Yeah.
I could put it in the Switch too.
Oh, don't
Well,
do
it won't
that.
work.
No.
It's not micro SD Express.
Oh, you're right. We were so close. I really
And Stubbs
Put it
suddenly
in your
gets
Switch
banned.
1.
I've never actually thrown away a handheld. Like, I'm going to dispose of this.
Please take the battery
I'm
out.
going to
Wait,
take the
yeah.
battery out. I'm going to take it to a recycler.
Yeah.
I cannot throw away a handheld, so I won't do that.
I do want you to look at the battery because
Okay.
Because, like I said, it's supposed to say Anbernic, but they misspelled it.
You really want me to do a
You don't
teardown
need
on
to
this,
do it
don't you?
now. You don't need
Okay.
to
The
do
audacity using
I'll share a
counterfeit
picture later.
Anbernic batteries.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody, I don't know where to pivot from there. This has definitely been an interesting episode of the show. And thank you all for joining us. I'm going to have to go back and read some of the comments now because I'm sure it was a little wild there. A little touch and go there for a minute. Everybody, well, if you are interested in any of the things that you saw in our crazy unboxings, it's all in the description, as well as any other topics we talked about as usual. There are sales going on, so check that out on our weekly deals. Don't forget about our new retro handheld, handheld.deals website that Andrew is working on too, and the new merch, and we do have all the subscriptions and all that stuff that the YouTubers do. The Patreon, Discord, the YouTube membership. Yeah, that's right. $3, $5, $10. The $10 one gets you some sweet perks. Did you know that we will mod your device for you? You pay for shipping, but we will do a mod for you if you don't want to do it for the $10 tier. You get to use that perk one time.
Don't you also
And-
need to
and
pay
don't
for the
send-
supplies?
And don't
I was-
worry, it won't
I was
go to
gonna say,
me.
don't
It'll
worry,
go to
it doesn't go to
somebody much
Stubbs.
better. It'll go to our community modder expert. So
We actually send it to Rob, and he does it.
yeah, it's a secret expert.
A secret expert.
Secret? It's Eames. it's usually Eames. It's whoever can do it, but we have some really talented folks. I can do some, but not screen stuff. I just don't do the screen stuff, obviously.
Yeah, we saw that mod.
Yeah, we saw your modding abilities.
Everybody, look at this. Why did I do this?
Blame me. Just blame me.
I blame
Makes me so
Stubbs.
sad. That stupid thing. Okay, let's get out of here, everybody. Let's get out of here. All right. Seriously, though, I do just want to say I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching. What a crazy episode. Subscribe for more. And tell your friends, share with your loved ones, tell them all about the retro handheld goodness. And a special thanks once again to our channel members, our patrons, and our subs for making everything here possible for us. Perks with RH start for as little as $3 a month. Join us in the Discord to chat and play games, and join us on the next episode where we're going to be unboxing more stuff. Actually, Ban and Rob are going to be taking over next week. They have some stuff they want to share with you, which is probably for the best, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So, and more, I'm going to report back with the Gyro Buddy and how I've come along on that, because it's such a cool idea. Hold your handheld and your AWAN and your phone and shoot stuff, and that's such a cool idea. We do have Montotech, who's going to be an offline guest towards the end of this month, so check that out. And then we already filmed our Too Loud Tech interview, which is a wild episode in itself. We had a lot of fun, and
That was a really good episode.
It was a really good episode. I did not go in with the game plan, and we just took it places, and I can't wait to release that. So check back this week for that one. Lastly, we do have more device live streams coming. So I do have like a Retroid Pocket Mini. I'm going to be doing, I think, a live stream of, what is the best Odin 2 handheld. Russ did a similar video to this, but I want to dive into that for myself, because
That'd be fun.
I'm not finalized on what my favorite Odin 2 is, and I want to do it all with you. And maybe a few of you guys here will want to join me for that, and we can try to figure out what is the Odin 2 to buy. The Mini, the Portal, the Standard? We'll see. But until the next one, everybody, this has been Stubbs on behalf of Ban, Andrew, and Rob saying, take care of your handhelds. Like, really, don't do that to them. Just actually take care of them, because they're people too. Well, they're handhelds. They're not people. And take care of each other. We love you.